Thank you for tuning in and welcome. Hope you guys have had a great weekend. I got some tags from Neo and Braindead Eldritch Player, excuse me. And interesting situation going on here where someone actually used AI to redub the infamous Dragon Maid patriarchy scene. And people are...
Oh my god, I saw this. So if you don't know, there was this translator for anime that basically put her personal feelings into the script and didn't properly translate from Japanese to English. And she also did the voice for that translation. And she basically put her political views and stuff like that into her translation that has nothing to do with anything Japanese people care for. And they have received so much backlash for it. And it's been a common thing to discuss nowadays. And somebody, I saw this on Asmongold's Reddit actually, somebody has used AI to fix her translation in the script and used her voice. And I bet she was really happy when she saw that.
Praising this dub.
She also can't read or write Japanese. That's what she said in a tweet. And then she says later on she can. She made the script.
Some of it for you to hear as well.
She can.
And let me know what you think. Also, a final side note. If by any chance someone is tuning into this video and has no clue what we're talking about regarding the corruption in the localization industry, it's way too much to recap here because most people watching this are probably familiar with
I gave you a recap.
And, well, that's one reason. The second reason is, like I said, it's also just way too much to recap briefly here. A lot has happened. But essentially, there's been a lot of corruption in that industry, and anime fans and gamers, etc.
No, what Captain, aka Keanu, is referring to is a tweet she made when somebody gave her negative criticism for making that script. She is sitting there, is literally written that she translated the script and she did the voice acting for that character. It's literally there and all in ink. But she defended herself by saying that she can't read or write Japanese. But then later on, I think a few days later, she basically admitted that she made the script and she can read and speak Japanese.
Called these people out, which they essentially just like doubled down, tripled down, or a dozen down. If we're talking about a certain ADR script director,
they're basically abusing their position. That's what they're doing. Put their own views into this.
Corruption, localizer corruption. I'll link it in the description for your convenience. And now we'll take a look at an AI redubbing that was posted of the infamous Dragon Maid scene.
I'll be honest, I don't watch any anime dubs. When I was introduced to anime, Bleach was my first anime. I watched Bleach, the first episode in English. I thought it was dog shit. I thought it was so bad. So I tried Japanese and I was instantly hooked. Right away. There is no way I'll listen to anime in English. Just not happening.
Jamie Markey had changed the line to
I watch it sometimes here and there.
Despite
I don't
that
watch
not
many
being the
things.
original Japanese context and getting her a ton of backlash for her manipulation of the
This is a
intellectual
good mind
property
to grind on.
to force in her own political rhetoric.
What's with that outfit? Oh, everyone was always saying something to me, so I tried toning it down for exposure. How is it?
Okay, I'm pausing for a second, mostly because copyright purposes. You know how sometimes
that AI is good
on YouTube. So you
that
probably
is impressive.
Screenshot, but also just in case, again, we might have some new viewers here.
That
so
is
on
really
the
good.
right-hand side of this text at the bottom, you can see the Funimation dub version where Toru's like, "What are you wearing that for?" And Luko was like, "Oh, those pesky."
So this is what she changed basically. So Luko is this character, and this is the one she translated and changed the lines to. So the original line in the Japanese, everyone was always saying something to me, so I tried toning down the exposure. How is it? Then Toru responds, "You should try changing your body next." And then Luko in the fun animation, the dub, where this localizer, this English localizer, she changed it into, "Oh, those pesky patriarchal societal demands were getting on my nerves. So I changed clothes." Toru responds, "Give it a week and they'll be begging you to change back." These two scripts are completely different. Where the hell does this come from? Pesky patriarchal. Like, where does this come from?
Patriarchal societal demands were getting on my nerves, so I changed clothes. And Tober's like, give it a week. They'll be begging for you to change back. And on the left-hand side, you can see the subs, which are much closer to the original Japanese context. And that's also what the AI redub version you're hearing now uses. So here's the rest of that clip.
You should try changing your body next. You can come on in.
This is AI, by the way. Somebody actually fixed the voice line in AI, but the ending is the best. Please show it.
And the clip doesn't end there
Please show
either,
it.
because the person on YouTube here, Prompt Pirate, also added an extra little bonus.
This is the best.
Which I'll play right now too.
It's no wonder those annoying voice actors are upset.
They're all so arrogant and annoying.
Nah, just the Western ones.
So yeah, that's
That's so good. That is so good. Oh my god.
that part's obviously not from Dragon Maid. That's just the Prompt
They should
Pirate
add
dude
it.
having some fun messing around and, you know, taking a jab at some of the corrupt English voice actors.
Imagine that woman listening to this and seeing that. Her own voice calling her annoying. Oh my god.
Growing distaste towards the entire English dub industry and localization industry as well, as we kind of already talked about, probably already know. Point is,
And the worst part is that it's not everybody that does this in the Western localization industry. There's just a few people, just a handful of people. It's not everyone. And it sort of puts down everyone on the same field, and it sucks.
so it does kind of
Not
suck
they
that the good
all
ones are
weird?
getting looped in
I don't know. I've heard that some are like normal, but I don't know. Maybe they are.
with the bad ones.
I've heard at least some. So maybe there's a small percentile that is kind of fine.
I don't know what they can do about that. Maybe if they start talking more and speaking out more against the like corruption in the industry and standing up for the fans more, maybe that would help. Not sure. Let me know what you think in the comments. And ultimately, tons of fans are saying that despite the flaws in AI and how it's not necessarily an ideal situation, they would still rather have AI handling this stuff as opposed to a human maliciously abusing the intellectual property and the fans. Because many
And this comes from the anime. This comes from the anime community. And if you don't know, the anime community absolutely hate AI. They hate AI because it hurts artists and it hurts voice actors. And even the anime community has had enough of their shit, of these localizers, that they're like, I just wish AI did it. That's how you really get people from a point A to point B instantly. Just ruin it all. Ruin everything. Make it so bad that they just hate point A that much.
the localizers and the VAs who have defended them and the corruption in the industry have gone on Twitter, for example, and also attacked the fans, attacked anime fans, gamers,
This boss is so easy.
etc.
Just like
And so
nothing.
it's pretty understandable why people would not want, why the fans would not want people like that in the industry, especially in positions of power where they can just bring the whole industry down. Like, people don't want that to happen. So now here we are. And of course, as AI tech advances more and more and more, well, I suppose we will see where this all goes, especially with Japanese companies now embracing AI more as well, as we saw recently in Ancient Magus Bride. So yeah, well, I guess I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Thank you for tuning in as always. And if you enjoyed this segment, consider liking and or subscribing for more videos like this every day. And I'll see you in the next one.
I think that since this is coming more to the attention of the Japanese audiences, I think they should just fire all of them. Like, sooner enough, they're going to realize, like, what the hell is going on. They're going to be like, we don't want to deal with this. We don't want this. You're changing the script completely. So, and they're just going to fire them all. I think that's for the best.